Hi guys, so today's video is going to be a list of some popular adult fantasy series that I've never even started. I'm only going to mention 5 popular series that I haven't started. There are of course more than just those 5, but these are ones that I get asked pretty frequently if I've read, and I just figured I'd make a video so that any of you that are inquiring will know. I'm gonna start with the one that is probably the most popular, and that would be Game of Thrones. I've seen the first 6 seasons of the TV show. My husband has read all of the books that are out, so I'm pretty familiar with the series, but I've not read any of it. I know for a lot of people they haven't started the series because they're waiting till all the books are out, and that sort of plays into why I haven't started it. I also just have so many other things that I want to get to, and because it's not finished yet, it's one of those things where I figure I can get to a lot of the other things I want to get to, and I don't know if the series will even be done by then. I do definitely want to read these at some point though. The next popular series that I haven't started yet is the Malazan Book of the Fallen series. Is it Malazan or Malazan? I feel like I always hear people say it differently. I have not started this series. I think this is the one that I get asked about the most, and it seems like this is how it comes across to me. I'm a huge fan of the Stormlight Archive books. The 3 books that are out are all over 1,000 pages, and I know it's daunting, and I know when I tell people, you should check out Stormlight Archive, it's amazing, they're always like, but it's giant. And my reaction to that internally is, but you don't understand, it's so good. And I feel like Malazan/Malazan fans are the same way. It's one of those things where anybody who has read all of those books always loves them, and they always freak out and they want other people to get into it, but there is this idea that that series is really dense and really difficult to keep track of things, and it puts people off. But everybody that talks about it, that likes it, loves it. There's nobody that's read the whole series that I've come across and then just said, I mean, it's pretty good. The next popular thing I haven't read isn't actually a series, it's just anything by this author, and that would be Neil Gaiman. I know that there are a ton of people that are huge fans of Neil Gaiman's works, and a lot of his different works. He's written a lot of stuff, and the only thing I really know of by him, and this isn't even his book, it's the adaptation, is the movie Stardust, which I thought was kind of fun, and so I enjoyed that, but that's my only experience with any story that he's associated with. My husband read Sandman, which is a very highly revered comic book series, and he did not like it. And when he was telling me about it, it sounded like something I wouldn't like either. Obviously, one comic book series does not represent all of his works, so I'm sure there are some that I would really enjoy. If you have any recommendations, feel free to let me know. But as of right now, I don't know where I would start. I'm definitely willing to read some of his works, but I don't know that Sandman is the one I'd want to start with. The last 2 that I'm going to mention, I actually technically started both of these. I did not put them down because I thought they were terrible. I put them down because at the time that I had started them, I was also reading something that I felt needed my full attention, as well as these books needing my full attention, and I had to pick one, and unfortunately I dropped these ones, and one of them would be Nevernight. I actually still own Nevernight. It's sitting on my shelf waiting to be read. I also own the sequel because I'm dumb. I've heard really amazing things about Nevernight. I know there are a few people that just feel lukewarm about them, but very few people seem to hate Nevernight, and some people even have told me that they like it as much as Sanderson's works, and I know it's darker than Sanderson's works, but if you ever want to sell me on something, that's pretty much all you gotta say. And the last one that I had to put down because I actually started reading it at the same time as Name of the Wind would be The Lies of Locke Lamora. This is a story that the little bit I read, some of the writing style reminded me a little bit of some of the writing style in the Witcher series. So you would think that I would have been really eager to pick it back up, but instead I decided that it was something I might not get to anytime soon, and then I took it to a local used bookstore, and I don't even own it anymore. I'm gonna put a poll at the top here of all of these popular series. Which one would you want me to read first? For those of you who are like me and also haven't read a lot of popular series, let me know which ones you haven't read. And for those of you that are snobs and gatekeepers, I have now given you lots of ammunition to tell me I can't possibly be a real fantasy fan. Just kidding, you guys are awesome. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all later. Bye.